Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. Today in this video, you're about to see over 1 hour's worth of gameplay for the brand new Minecraft Xbox 1.2 beta. This was live streamed by Helen Angel, our community manager, Matt Gorski, who works on the game, and Jason, who works on the game as well. Now in this gameplay, they actually show us monster spawners, they show working command blocks on Minecraft Console Edition, and they answered a massive amount of questions that the community had to ask. Now at this current point of me making this video, the Xbox One beta for everybody is in cert testing. They said it takes between 1 to 3 working days. It was submitted on Monday or Tuesday, so fingers crossed we're expecting it later on today, if not tomorrow, but there is always a chance that it could fail cert testing. So enjoy the gameplay. Any more questions you have, leave them down below. Hopefully, I'll be able to live stream this myself.
Hey everybody, welcome to our Minecraft Tuesday beta sneak peek thing. My name is Gartsky, with me is...
Corey, oi Brazil!
And with Corey is...
Helen! Soon to be on camera.
Soon to be on camera. Coming to a camera near you.
Yes.
So...
Once she gets out of certification testing,
That's right.
she'll join us on the stream.
That's
Helen
right.
is currently in
Cert.
cert. Speaking of cert, currently our Xbox One beta update is currently in certification, which means a ton of people are looking over it, making sure it's good. Once that happens, we can release the beta as early as tomorrow.
Maybe.
As early as, not saying definitely, but we are working really hard on getting it out to you guys as soon as possible. But in the meantime,
that's a shame. No bad language.
We are running a developer kit right now with the Xbox One beta build on it. We also, for the sake of this stream, got the Xbox One chat pad. Thanks to Greg for letting us borrow this.
Yay, Greg!
Woo, Greg Hood!
Greg,
so, yeah, we'll be kind of talking about commands and things like that using the chat pad, which is a pretty cool thing. So, let's get into it. Helen, are you ready?
Yeah.
Hype?
I'm not certification yet.
Helen's still in cert.
Yeah.
Hang tight.
She's still in cert.
You never know when I'll come out cert, just like in real life.
Alright, let's jump in here. Disclaimer for today, since we are using a dev kit, we are not connected to true Xbox Live. We can't show servers today, unfortunately, and we cannot show the marketplace. But like Helen said, third-party content will be in the marketplace. We're still working on getting the first-party marketplace content in there, which means things like, you know, Skyrim mashup, anything that Minecraft has released. Third-party content being our marketplace partners.
Yes, but, and this is the important part, I'm out of cert, yay!
Yay!
But this is the important part, is that you, of course, will not lose anything. Just because it won't show up in the beta doesn't mean that you don't have it. Mm-hmm. So, because remember, those entitlements, they are locked into your Xbox Live account, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
Right.
We can't change skins today on this build again because I'm not on true Xbox Live, so I am missing a few things. But once you guys see the beta soon in your own Xbox, then it will be a little bit different.
So the beta will be out for, if you own the digital version of Minecraft, okay, unfortunately because of technical stuff, folks who only own it on disc aren't able to get the beta. Sorry, not our call, unfortunately. Because remember, this is still a very new platform type thing, but also you need to go to the Xbox Insider Hub app and have it downloaded to your Xbox. Now, we've had a lot of folks who say, but I can't join the Insider program. That's fine. You don't need to join the Insider program. You just have to have that app installed. And then what will happen is when the beta does come out, it's gonna pop up on your Xbox Insider app. And then you just will opt into the beta, then you go back to the store and download it. Now there are some known issues, because you guys know this is a beta, okay? This is a beta. And as for when the full release is going to be out, really it depends on how well the beta goes and such. So remember, this is a beta, so this is stuff that we know we're going to have issues with. So if you're playing the beta and your Xbox goes to sleep, or you quickly switch to another game or app, that puts your game in what's called Suspend Mode, and that's actually going to crash your game. Sorry, we know that this is an issue. It's something that we're working on. Another known issue is that if you are playing and then your friend jumps on, your friend next to you jumps on, and you're both playing at the same time, and then you log out, that will also crash your game. So, but we're working on it. We're working on it.
Yes.
And then another issue is if you, it's a beta. So another issue is if you, and I just found out this one this morning. So say you are playing the Bedrock version at your house and everything, that's all great, right? And then you go over to your friend's house and your friend also has the beta, and you load up one of your worlds on your account that was previously converted, your game only on your friend's console on the Bedrock beta will have issues, right? Your game on your own console will be fine, right? Your game on your own console will be fine. Your previous version, all your games will totally be fine, right? So basically, all of your previously saved games on the Legacy console version, they're all totally gonna be fine, so you don't have to worry about it. So there you go. Are you able to make your own skins? So not off of your console directly. Right now, we're still investigating on how exactly you can do that. So there is no Hypixel info for Bear It Together, but I will tell you this, that Hypixel is working super closely with Minecraft China, and they have just launched in China. So remember, they have their hands full at the moment with the China launch. So, but Hypixel, we love Hypixel. We work with Hypixel all the time. They're amazing, but you know they are working with some other versions of Minecraft right now. So. What does the stream mean? Isn't there already Minecraft on Xbox One? Yes, there is, but this is the beta version of Bedrock that is coming to Xbox as soon as it gets out certification. When it comes out certification, nobody knows. And I hope Toy Cat is watching. Toy Cat is our friend. We love Toy Cat. Toy Cat's been on loads of our streams.
That's true.
So Toy Cat, Echo, they're all welcome. True Triz, Big B,
Am I
they're
welcome?
all, of course you're welcome. So shaders aren't in 1.2. However, with that said, their Rifle, who's one of our community members, he has made some amazing shaders for Pocket and Win 10 that will be able to be on there. No shields, guys. Remember, there is still a very lively conversation going on for people who are very much for shields and people who are very much against shields. It's still an extremely controversial thing in our community.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh. Yes, this is on Xbox One. This is a sneak peek of the Xbox One beta, the Xbox One Bedrock beta. How will you get commands on Xbox? That's a good question.
It's
Why
a
don't you show us?
fantastic question. So we are in creative mode right now. So we have commands are enabled, cheats are enabled, I guess you could say. So when you're actually using your controller, you can press right on the D-pad, and that opens up your chat window. From there, you can actually do some of the basic things like time set day. And then I crashed.
Oh, hashtag
now-
Dartsky broke it.
Now I'm opening the wrong program. I'm gonna open this, but it is beta, so that happens.
So Bedrock
Chat pad.
is the code base that all of the cross-play editions of Minecraft run on. So Windows 10, iOS, Android, Kindle, all of that other big stuff. Are there any entities that follow you in Woodland Mansions? Yes.
So pretty much everything wants to kill you.
Everything wants to kill you in Woodland Mansions. Evokers and Ghost Guys. I can't remember.
Vex.
No, Ghost Guys.
Oh, Ghost Guys.
Axe wielding. Vindicators.
Vindicator,
Vindicators,
thank you.
yes.
Thank you.
Yes, there you go. Yes, you can use keyboard and mouse in the beta.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh!
What up?
All right, let's try this again. Don't crash me.
Very nice, Tim.
There will be new blocks, but not new mobs per se, because we already have all the mobs in all the editions.
Okay, so I opened up the chat this time. Everything's great. So
If you own the disc, you do not need to buy it again. You will get the full version when it's released fully. Yes, it's free.
also, yeah, mouse and keyboard is pretty awesome. I didn't believe it today, but like when I looked at the settings, it said keyboard and mouse, and I was like, okay, really? I unplugged the keyboard and mouse from my computer, plugged them into the dev kit of the Xbox, and was like, it actually works.
It sure did.
So our launch servers for Xbox in the Better Together update are CubeCraft, NPVP, Mineplex, and Lifeboat. Easter eggs like the colored worlds on a sign.
Colored words?
Well, you can do colored words on a sign on all editions. Yes, we do have command blocks, and Gartsky will show you command blocks in just a second.
I will, yeah.
So
you guys can see I'm actually typing with my chat pad.
I didn't say Hypixel wasn't coming ever. I just said Hypixel wasn't a launch partner. They're doing other stuff with us.
Yes.
Come on, guys.
Guys,
these are just the 4
listen
words we're starting
to
out
the words.
with.
Listen to the words.
Listen to the words. That's right. Okay, anyway, go on, Gartsky.
Okay, so I am using the chat pad. So a lot of people have asked, does the chat pad work? Greg let us borrow his personal chat pad. So yeah, when you press right on the D-pad, you can go in to start typing. You guys can actually do commands and stuff in here, but it's really nice with a chat pad.
Echo's in our chat! Echo!
So we can even do like slash
Echo Soldier
give.
in the chat. Echo Soldier in the chat.
Where's the add button? S.
Where's my add button?
Yes, if you own Minecraft Xbox One Edition or Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition, you will get the new Bedrock Minecraft auto-magically when it comes out. We don't know when it'll come out. Echo's in the Twitch chat.
CubeCraft is not in the beta quite yet. They're still working on getting added.
But they will be.
They will be.
It's just that, you know, some servers take a little bit more time. That's totally fine. Totally fine. We're actually working on figuring out how about the whole add-on stuff, but how that works. But
Venelar says, talk to Helen about the hand movement.
What's wrong with it?
What?
what hand movement?
Yeah, he says it's not good. I'll ask him what he means.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there will be servers in the beta. They will come on live as soon as they're ready. So we're not going to push them, but they will come live when they're ready.
All right, guys. Here's what everyone's been wanting: command blocks
Yes,
on
command
Xbox.
blocks. Woo!
Ah! There's
Of
the
course, you'll
Amethyst.
be able to keep your worlds, and in fact, your worlds on the Legacy Console Edition won't be affected at all.
Mm-hmm.
So we're actually figuring out how to get the custom skins. We haven't figured that out yet.
In the works.
Yes, there is a way you can upload maps you've made. They'll actually just show up in the new Bedrock Edition. So, oh, look at that! Command block high! Command block high!
This is happening.
Well, yes, there is a survival mode with Hero Brian. It's called He's Right Here. And for me, every day it's survival mode with Hero Brian. So,
Wonderful.
that's right. We have no possible release date. It just depends on whether or not it works. And yes, we already have those for the other Bedrock ones. If you've ever been to the Curse forums, or if you've ever been to MCPEDL, then you know that there's tons of amazing community mods that are out there for Bedrock. So, Epic One Gamer, that's a good question. I'll check on that for you. Yes, the spawners will be on it. We'll show you spawners in just a second.
Yeah.
But first, we're showing you command blocks.
So here's just super basic command block. I just made this one set time today.
Calvin, it does not require you to be in a specific preview ring. When the beta is available, you'll just get it in the Xbox Insider Hub that you can opt into it.
Yep. Okay, what do you guys want to see? Monster spawners?
Yeah, they want to see monster spawners in creative, which we are in creative, and they want to see you put custom mobs in the monster spawners. Here you go, guys. Here you go. What keyboards are supported?
I don't know.
USB keyboards.
Yeah, pretty much any USB keyboard should do the trick. I just plugged in my rando keyboard and mouse, and it seemed to do the trick. Also, if you guys send me messages, I'm not going to read them. So this is a development.
Command blocks aren't only in creative, but you have to have cheats turned on because you have to do commands to give them to yourself.
Right.
So command blocks are actually not in the creative menu. You have to give them to yourself with commands. Same thing with structure blocks.
What am I looking for here?
Barrier blocks are not in yet. Eventually, we're gonna have barrier blocks.
Automatic save? Not yet.
Ah,
Right?
here are the eggs.
There's no automatic save yet, right?
Yes, look
I mean,
at the monster
it
spawners.
does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
Okay.
it does. It does automatic saves.
Let's put zombie horses in it.
Ooh, yeah, let's put spawny, or then they're saying do a Vex next.
Ooh, a Vex.
Look at that, guys! Spawners
This
and
is on-
creative.
this is on Xbox.
On Xbox.
Xbox.
That's right.
All right, let's do it with. You want Vex?
Yeah, they want Vexes.
They want Vex.
I want to see Vexes.
Guys, please stop. No, we gotta turn off Ellen. We gotta turn off the
That's
notifications.
right.
Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, the Lead Farmer J5. Go to Curse, or go to mcpedl.com, and you'll see loads of them, and all of that is available for Bedrock. We don't know when it'll be available for everyone, and actually we don't even know when the beta will be out because it's insert, so who knows. Wii U will not get it. Kindle Fire will. Kindle Fire absolutely will. Xbox 360 will not. Those older consoles just can't handle it, unfortunately. The mob spawn limit will be removed, yes.
Your game might start to lag though.
Yeah, that's true.
Just a heads up there.
Yeah, it is insert. That is correct. We just don't know when it'll be out of cert. But that's only the beta is insert, not the full edition. You can't handle the truth. That's right. No, the beta's not out yet. We gotta wait until it goes through cert. Ooh, look at that.
Let's get the Vex.
Now save, MLR.
Come on back. There we go.
So when you're in the creative menu, in order to get monster spawners to do custom mobs, then what you need to do is put down the spawner first, then take a spawn egg of whatever you want to spawn and put it inside the monster spawner. Just as you can see, like we just did right there.
Now we're gonna die.
Well, we're not in survival, so no, we're not
Thankfully.
gonna die. Oh, they want to see an example of Phil.
Phil.
Command.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
Fill command is going to be super helpful for those of you who like making maps.
Okay, I don't have a keyboard, and I'm still getting used to how this chat pad works. I'm gonna try to get one of these, Helen. The expense one.
Yeah, we can totally.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up the chat again, and I'm gonna start typing /Phil. So pretty much Phil is gonna be from this XYZ coordinate to this XYZ coordinate, and you can fill it with a different block. This is cool if you're underground and you want to like kind of clear out a bunch of air blocks, so you can just have like a giant cavern space built, giant cube. It's also good for building plot worlds if you guys just want to put down something basic. So let's see. I'm going to use the tilde to be relative to my position, if I can get it to where. Chat pad's not liking that.
It's not liking the tilde.
Not liking the tilde. We'll have to look into that. Let's see. I can find the tilde in here somewhere.
Where is it?
Quick, get the keyboard and mouse.
Where's the keyboard? Is it in the cabinet?
I'm
It
not
used to be in the cabinet. I'm just going to run in front really quick.
Trip,
Keyboard used to be in the cabinet.
Trip, we are trying to answer questions from both of the chats, but they're both moving very, very quickly.
Yeah,
So
super quickly.
if we don't get to your question
There it
the
is.
first time, please pop it in there again.
Yeah. We're trying though. Yo. Trying. Yo. There we go.
There we go.
What happened to
Mando
our
son
USB
console.
keyboard?
Woohoo!
Okay, so I'm going to do relative to me.
I could have sworn we had a USB keyboard in here.
I thought we did.
I see an
Negative.
extra power brick, but that's not going to help us now, is it?
No. I am going to have to turn off these
Yeah, 'cause
notifications.
yeah. Please stop sending us notifications.
Yes, guys, please stop doing that.
Yeah, sadly, I think maybe someone borrowed our USB keyboard.
Jimmy, why?
What will set max player limit to 30 do?
It will set your max player limit to 30 in that world.
Woohoo!
I
But-
don't know.
Guys, I will tell you, it will lag.
Yes, it will.
Correct.
It will lag,
Horrendously.
you guys. Don't think, and it has nothing to do with our game, by the way, that it will lag. It's called the more people you have joining your console, the more it's gonna lag. That's just all there is to it,
Yeah.
guys. That has nothing to do with the game.
Ellen, how dare you?
We'll show you. So actually, structure blocks in 1.2 don't have any function except for importing to Remix 3D, which is a website for 3D stuff. They will have their full functionality in a later update, but in 1.2, it's just for importing stuff to Remix 3D. That's it. So, yes, thank you, Chipster. Yeah, don't give us suggestions here in chat. Feedback.minecraft.net, like Chipster said. So Farlands, this has actually been a question that's come up a lot about Farlands. So Farlands aren't actually something in the game, believe it or not. It's not a biome. It's not something that we've coded into the game. Basically, Farlands, what people know as that, is what happens when your processor can't do world generation correctly anymore. So it's actually a hardware error. And thankfully, these days, most people have hardware that's good enough so that it will just keep generating and generating correctly, right? Because most hardware these days are pretty good. But occasionally you run into that, and there are some, like there's an add-on for Bedrock that basically kind of recreates the Farlands, but all it does is it messes up your world generation. So it basically does, yeah. So there aren't any Farlands. That's not a feature, and it's not a biome or anything like that. It's actually just a bug that sometimes people run into when they have low processing power on the devices. So there you go.
There you go.
Did you know that IBX Toycat is live in Germany? That's fantastic. I did not know that, but we wish him the best. We love Toycat. He's great. No, not Shields, but I encourage you guys to go to the feedback site and join the lively discussion that we're having.
Lively.
It is lively. It is very lively. Yes. So for those of you who just joined, how you can get the beta. So the Xbox One Bedrock beta is not out yet. It's in certification, and as you guys know, we have no idea when it'll come out cert, but whenever it comes out cert. So if you own the digital copy of Minecraft, go download from the Xbox Store the Xbox Insiders Hub app, okay? So download that to your Xbox and open it up. And then when the Xbox beta is out, you'll get a notification, right, for you to opt in to the Xbox One beta if you own the digital copy of the game.
Couple good questions I see in here. Legendary Brick says, will we be able to use different texture packs with the Better Together graphics pack? Long story short, yes. Long story short.
And we'll have more information as we get closer to that. But
Absolutely.
Super Duper Graphics is not in 1.2. That's in 1.3, as we said earlier this year.
What Xboxes will have keyboard support? All of them?
Yeah.
There's pretty much no difference.
Except yours.
So another question I saw was, could you import an amplified world into Bedrock? I don't see why not. I don't think it would continue if you go out of the currently generated chunks. I don't think it would continue building amplified yet. That's something we're still looking into doing, but you can easily import it. The way to do that, again, we can't show it today since we're on this dev kit version, but on this screen here, once you just kind of go from the main menu into play, you just hit this button to sync old worlds, and it will actually pop up all of your worlds from the existing Xbox One edition. Here's actually some here.
And also, so say you go into that world under old worlds and it doesn't seem right and there's like some issues, we have got a cool thing that you guys can do in the Xbox One beta. So you just highlight the world and you press the Y button and it's going to say submit world. Your old world, did your old world not look or work the way it should have? Send us your world and help us find the bugs. And then you just do send world now and it sends it directly to our team to work on. So be sure and take advantage of that. And we'll be posting that on when the Xbox beta is out, we'll post that on the Game Hub. We're going to post that all over so you guys can do that. Unfortunately, Switch, the platform does not support betas at this time, but if Nintendo ever does support betas on Switch, you know we'll be more than happy to get that out.
I'm going to go ahead and press A on this world.
We will not add Witherstorm because Witherstorm is exclusive to Minecraft Story Mode.
Yep.
Yeah. So for everybody who's screaming mods, I want you guys to go to mcpedl.com and check out all of the cool add-ons that are there.
Moving too fast.
Corey's got the band hammer, everyone, so heads up.
Yeah.
Don't misbehave. Will
Oh, yeah.
split screen work? Absolutely. We don't have a second controller right now to sync up. I mean, we can try. There might be one in there.
Oh yeah.
Or there might be one at my desk.
Here, you guys help me lift this up. Corey, I don't want to spill your milk.
We will make this work. I was
Okay.
talking with Jason Major this morning, and he was playing 3-player this weekend, split screen. He said it was running really well.
Oh,
So
this one doesn't have a battery. I'll just add
that's
batteries.
unfortunate.
Oh, that's a different type of battery.
Woo! Everything you guys are asking for, please go to feedback.minecraft.net. There is no way that we can write all of this stuff down.
Yeah. Oh, how do we only have one battery in here?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is our old Woodland Mansion world from when we were showing off that the old update that had all the beds and stuff.
We all not have. Oh, that's the PlayStation.
And I was
How do
showing
we
off.
only have one AA battery?
I don't know. Check behind you. There might be 2 on the table. That might sort of work.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
They're low, but they'll work.
Okay.
Hey, so this is our converted Woodland Mansion world that had 2 really close to spawn. So.
Sorry, guys. They found a bug, so she has to go back and start. No.
No, why? Breaking things. There is one thing I do want to just go ahead and announce for all of our PC players out there who have been playing Windows 10 Edition Beta and not huge fans of the recipe book. It's growing on me a lot. There's actually a lot of really cool changes going in, but you guys will be able to toggle on and off the recipe book in the next beta update if you're using classic UI with a keyboard and mouse on Windows 10 Edition. Just a heads up.
Okay.
But I'm actually really starting to like the recipe book. I like being able to open and close things and all that. It's a lot of fun. Can you show game rules? We sure can, Chipster. We sure can. There's just too much to show.
There's so much to show.
Alright. My potion's wearing off.
Join us, player 2.
Yeah. Try doing a add guest.
Oh.
This is the only dev account I was able to log in without a password. I need to make one.
Okay. Split screen.
It's happening!
It's happening.
Still running pretty smooth. Look at all these beds we have.
I know. The more beds, the better. Split screen on Bedrock.
Items are a bit big, but I want to say they've tweaked some of that. So you can actually see what you're holding.
Look at my huge render distance.
For those of you asking, the render distance is currently at 22.
Look at my huge render distance. That's actually more than I play with, like at home on PC. I normally... Oh, nice. So, interestingly enough, when Garsky did the potion of night vision, it also impacted me, which is a bug, but should we file it?
It's a fun one.
It's a fun bug. Can you show /wand?
What is /wand?
I
don't know.
Okay, let me
don't...
try, Helen. I'm sorry, the keyboard.
That's okay.
/wand? I don't think it's a command.
Yeah, I don't think it's a command. Yes, there will be a way to clear your inventory. Yes.
All right. I don't have cheats enabled on this world.
Oh well, there
I will.
you go.
I will try it soon.
Somebody wants you to create a new world and show us all the fun stuff anyway.
I mean, it is kind of cool to go back and see this world that we were.
Cena, yes. So that is something that is being worked on.
Do we know how many distance chunks there are for the beta?
22 currently.
Yeah. Which is plenty, as you can see.
I'm pretty happy about it. I think it goes down a little bit when you go into split screen, but I'm not positive. Keep in mind, when we do split screen...
I'm seeing loads of stuff.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot. When we're in split screen, what we're actually doing is pretty much like twice the processing power that we normally are.
How will crossplay work? Well, you can join somebody else's world.
Is there an FOV slider? I want to say yes.
Here, I'm gonna go ahead and exit out.
Oh no!
There we go.
And it just jumps right back to the full screen.
We are on a Xbox Step Kit.
Yes. There you go.
There you go. There's your FOV, guys, just like you wanted it.
110. I'm a fan of 70.
I like 70.
There we go.
Oh, well, that's why aerofoil, because Java mods do not work on Bedrock because they only work on Java Edition.
Correct. Totally different programming language.
Right.
Totally different programming language.
Will all things in the Minecraft store be verified? Yes. Everything that goes onto the store, first party or third party content, is pretty closely looked over.
Oh, of course, Bear Together is coming on Oculus Rift. So Oculus Rift is just the Windows 10 edition. So yeah, all VR editions run, except for Gear VR, which is its own edition, which absolutely will have Bear Together, of course. All the other VR stuff, that all runs off of Windows 10 edition. So, yes, they are spiky, but we're trying to get stuff like that to work. How do servers work in this update? So, as you can see, there's a servers tab up at the top. So you just click on that, and then as the servers come online, you'll be able to join them off that list.
Yep.
Swordmaster, we will show you in a future live stream when we get more information about that.
Hey, Shipster, what kind of game rules did you want to see? Just anything in general?
Yes.
Because down here, we actually did put in all of these great game rules. I know some of them we do have to have cheats enabled. I still need to go talk to some people about that. But you can pretty much go in and do always day, daylight cycle, fire spreads on or off, TNT explodes, keep inventory, boss spawning, natural regeneration, mob loot, mob griefing, tile drops, entity drop loots, and weather cycles. So you can turn any of these on or off from this screen or during the game. That's something you can do as well.
Can we see lava?
Yes.
Somebody would like to see lava.
So fun fact about Realms, Realms isn't available in any beta, right? So if you're on the Android beta, the Windows 10 beta, you can't access Realms, right? You've never been able to.
The reason is version mismatching. So let's say you were to join your realm with 1.2 and have all these new blocks and things, you couldn't kind of downgrade your world.
Yep.
That's not something that's possible, unfortunately.
So maybe one day, so...
So someone wanted to see
So
lava?
SwiftCaf, that's actually a Java Edition mod, and Java Edition mods only work on Java Edition.
Lava.
Lava. It's so lava-licious.
Ah.
Oh, very nice.
That's what lava looks like.
Actually, Mineplex and Lifeboat and NPVP and CubeCraft all have Java servers too, but you won't be able to play with Java players, just other Bedrock players, because it's Java Edition unfortunately doesn't like to play nicely with the other editions of Minecraft. Maybe one day, but it's just different programming languages. So, oh yeah, Epic Res Gamer definitely suggests on the feedback site. If you bought the battle map pack in real life, will you get Bear Together? So all of your battle packs that you've bought previously, so you can play the Legacy Console Edition as much as you want. Basically, you'll get 2 games on your Switch and on your Xbox. One will be Minecraft, whatever version, so Minecraft Xbox One Edition or Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition, and that's what we call the Legacy Console Edition. And then there'll be a game that shows up that just says Minecraft, and that's the Bedrock version. So, rather than name Bedrock, that's a good question. So, a lot of folks in our studio were talking about it, and I think someone in Redmond came up with it, but then someone in Stockholm really, really liked it, and so everybody just agreed that Bedrock should be the name.
It's kind of a nice name for, like, Bedrock is, you know, the underlying foundation of a world, so it's kind of the underlying engine of our game. I'm terrible at /clone.
There is no Xbox Java. There's no Xbox Java. There's never been. You can't run Java on Xbox. You just can't. There's some limitations with that programming language. I don't know. I did suggest factions to our launch server partners, so maybe. Once you get this version, will this version be fine if you delete the previous version? Yes, it will. But you don't have to delete anything. You can keep it.
Just keep it all in.
To create a server so all the wonderful MCP community can play, and I don't mean a realm. Well, we will have a realm event. We will have a realm that you will be able to join. You did not miss a lot, DF Founder. No worries. Will the DLC you bought on P transfer to Xbox 1.2? Yes, when 1.2 comes out fully to everyone. And actually, Bed Wars is a very popular game on all of the 4 launch server partners that we have. So there you go.
That's right.
It's going to spawn like a bajillion parrots, so you guys will see that there is not really a spawn limit.
There are no Xbox One add-ons. So...
we aren't sure Mega vs. Prime. Ooh. A lot of questions about being able to transfer using a USB.
Yeah, we don't know anything about USB.
We're trying to figure that out. We're working on it. Okay, guys. Remember, this is beta for a reason. Oh my gosh, there's 1 million parrots! It is parrot-tastic in here. No, if you already own the game, you're gonna get the... If you already own the game, you'll get the other game for free.
Free update.
Yeah.
So this is what happens. There is no limit, however, your game will start to lag.
Yeah, look at that. So there's no mob limit, as you can see, but we've spawned like 1 million parrots, and now our game is lagging because that's just what happens.
I'm gonna do a quick command here.
When the release of Bedrock edition of Minecraft on console. We don't know when, guys. We gotta see how this Xbox beta works. It's apparent that this beta is coming out soon. Oh, Wizard Wand. Nice, nice.
I'm just gonna fly away.
So Awesome Gamer Hive, I don't know if they've applied or not. Hypixel is a great partner, and they're actually working with us on Minecraft China right now. So, yeah, exactly. So there's no mob limit, but keep in mind that if you spawn 1 million mobs, you will lag. That's just how life works.
The mob limit, as annoying as it was there for a reason.
Dia Founder wants to know specifically about that / command.
Okay.
Asina, that's not going to happen. Sorry, man.
I did see one thing before we do that. Someone was asking if armor stands have arms.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Adventure Mode is under World Settings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's there. It's just under World
It's
Settings.
not by default, so you have to kind of go back into a world, or you can do /game mode A. Okay, here's an armor stand.
No, the beta for Xbox has not already started, but it's in certification. So whenever it comes out of cert, look at that! Look at that! I love that.
Hold on, it's gonna dab on all the haters. Where's dab?
There we go.
Nailed it.
You guys requested it. We added it.
Yay!
Everyone dab.
The nausea effect is it's what happens when you go through a nether portal. It's if it's not in Java edition, it's probably not going to be in any of the other versions of the game. So there you go.
Well, set max players to 30. I don't know what's going to happen if we do it though.
Can you limit the amount of mobs to prevent griefing? That's a great question.
It's a great question. Not that I know of. That's a great question.
Could you maybe set a game rule or something about that?
I don't think there's
I don't know.
one.
That is a great question. That is a great question.
I can't do things.
Aw, thank you so much, Galactic Ryan GSR. We really appreciate that.
I don't think
Hardcore is coming in the future. It's just not going to be in 1.2. We couldn't get everything in 1.2. It's just not humanly possible.
No say, Mateos.
New weather effects like tornadoes, hurricanes, and floods. You should suggest that on the feedback site. Do you get the other game with the disc?
Yes, you will get both. Not for the beta, but for the full version, yes. You will get the free update.
Casual Meerkat, that's totally up to you, man. Totally up to you, whatever you want to put in there.
What else haven't we shown? There's so much.
Is there a limit on paintings or item frames? I don't think so.
I don't think there is. Again, things might start to lag and get weird, so you kind of just have to play it by ear, but those limits shouldn't
Well,
be
you
there.
know what, though? On Win 10, I have an entire room that basically the way that we have our automatic item sorter set up is we have item frames on top of all of them. So we have like tons of item frames, so I have no idea.
One thing you guys are going to notice as well, not in this beta version, so the Xbox version you guys are about to get won't have this, but our designers and our developers went through and pretty much remixed the entire audio thing of the game. So like rain is going to be a lot quieter. This is going to be awesome. So you guys won't notice it in this version that we're playing right now, but it's going to be way better, especially on Xbox. Because it was a little weird on Xbox before. So Should be
I'm gonna
cooler.
take this keyboard out to the parking lot and drive over it 15 times.
Oh, no.
I will put a video on Twitter.
Cena
we
says
do
lower
that?
your render distance. Oh, wow. So we have a request saying our render distance is too high.
Too high.
Wow.
Say what?
So about FNAF, guys, if you guys could get the creator of FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's, to actually contact us, that would be fantastic. Because, like, we need, if we need those folks who own that IP to contact us. We can't just put their stuff in our game.
Right.
That's super mean and super illegal. So, yeah, they need to actually contact us.
We want to keep it legal, guys.
Plutonium Mode was not removed in Build 6 on 110.
Still there?
So, Plutonium Mode, and this is really, this Plutonium, I don't think it's in here, is it?
It's right here.
Okay, so this is what Plutonium Mode is, guys. So, Plutonium Mode basically takes it separates the game rendering and generation engine from the part of the game that makes it where you can host other people on your game, and puts it on two different, what we call threads. So it will improve FPS performance for some devices and for some systems, and for other systems it may not work at all, or it might crash your game. It's very experimental. But if you're having a lot of lag issues on your phone especially, it seems to help phones particularly. If you're having a lot of lag, try switching on Plutonium Mode and see if it helps. And it's under advanced graphics settings.
Angelo's asking where we can see XYZ.
So, there's no really, Helen, you might be able to speak better to this. There's no true way to really see XYZ. We don't have coordinates on maps, unfortunately. Still a lot of kind of internal talks on how we're going to handle that, but the best way for me to kind of figure out where I am, besides using a resource pack that shows it, is bringing up your chat and typing the command. There's another one I want to try too, but the one that I always do is /TP for teleport, and then putting in tilde space tilde space tilde. So that's going to teleport us to our relative position on the XYZ coordinates. Send it away, and then it shoots out what your coordinates are.
It is not true we're making mushroom endermen. Someone just did that as a joke.
Someone's pulling your chain,
in the community, it's not true. Yes, you do have to enable cheats to do commands.
Yes. Can you use set spawn? That's what I wanted to check, Chipster. Let's see what happens. If I can figure out how to do it.
Realms will cost money, but we don't have a price, but servers you can join for free.
Yep. Set world spawn. Oh.
I don't think this is at Insomnia 61, but I could be wrong. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know.
Can I also just put in like the relative thingies?
When will exit without saving come to beta? We are working on it, IBView. It's not as easy as people think it is. So. Yeah, so there you go.
You could use set world spawn, but then it would set everyone's world spawn to be that point. So I use just /TP. That seems to work pretty well.
Yeah, you can use touchscreen on Switch as much as you can currently. For the full touchscreen experience, that's going to take a little bit more development work. So that's something that if you guys want to see.
There's something about going into the host options that crashes us.
That's interesting.
We'll file a bug on that.
Hashtag Gardsky broke it again.
I knew it was going to do it too, but I wanted to know.
Right now, you can't use custom skins with capes. That's something we're looking into. Your Xbox DLC will work on, if it's available for Win 10, yes. So this is the thing, if you're logged into Xbox Live, now this is once the full version comes out. It's not ready in the beta. But when the full version comes out, in theory, if you are logged into Xbox Live, right, your entitlements, that's what we call basically the things, the digital things that let you use DLC, that say, hey, I own this DLC, right? So if you go, so say I own the Skyrim Mashup Pack on Xbox One, and the full version of 1.2 comes out, right? And I log into the same Xbox Live account as I did on my Xbox One, but I log on to it with my Windows 10 PC, then it's going to auto-magically, click, unlock the Skyrim Mashup Pack for me, because that same Xbox Live account owns on Xbox One. Now, if you sign into a different Xbox Live account, of course it's not going to be on there. And if you don't sign into Xbox Live at all, it doesn't know that you even have it, right? So there you go. Option for console GUI on Bedrock Edition. Definitely suggest that on the feedback forums. How many players can you get in a world? So me and some of my friends, we tested this out on Win 10 and Android. And after we were all piling onto my friend's pretty high-powered Win 10 world.
It depends on the host.
It depends on the host. Now keep in mind, I'm in the United States. Our host is in the west coast of the United States. Our friend who was trying to connect from Germany, connected but got so much lag he couldn't move. Because remember, this is connecting game to game. And then, so basically we got about 15 of us in there, and it was so laggy because we're coming in from all over the world. So yeah, that's just how it works when you do player to player, and that's on every game. If you guys have ever played P2P games like I'm trying to think of some good ones like Age of Empires or Rise of Nations. You guys know that, bless you. You guys know that the more players and the further away the players are from the host, the more lag you're going to get. That's just how the internet works. So
how does the internet work?
How does the internet work? That's right. Custom skins, what's going on? We will get you more information as we know more about that.
Yep.
So,
where's the slash?
Make a dancing armor stand. Isn't that what you were doing?
We can do that.
Oh, okay.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna try to figure out this.
No, you don't have to get a DLC to have custom skins, Valor. I didn't say that at all. Where are you getting that from, man?
Bro.
Didn't say that at all.
So let's squiggly.
Yeah, Windows 10 can get the beta the same way you can on Xbox One, which is you just get the Xbox Insider app.
Yeah.
Dual swords are not 1.2. Yes, Legendary Brick, there are several anti-griefing measures in place with game rules and also the specific ones that we showed you in options. So, I don't know what you mean by Xbox DLC. Some DLC will have to stay on a particular platform, and that's okay, because remember, we always have to abide by what the person who owns, or the company that owns the IP or intellectual property, what they want to do. So, so all of you guys who are talking about mods, I want you guys to either go to...
Here, I've got the thing.
Oh, he's got the link. He's got the link.
Man.
That's right.
Go here for all of the information.
Yes.
There
you go, guys. Go there. If you're asking about mods, click on that link.
Oh, mod hype.
Pleasant Fungus. Oh, man. I wish we knew. CERT is like a big black box.
I used to work in CERT.
Yeah. Oh, yes, yeah, we do. We already have them. I hope I pronounced your name right. We already have them, guys. Oh, yeah, we just showed you command block, Steeper Chip. Go back and watch the stream right here.
Yep, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I'm terrible at doing math on stream. Like, when I'm sitting at my desk and I'm using the clone command, I can kind of figure it out pretty easily. But right now, I'm like, eh. But you can totally clone things using /clone on console. It works. I just can't do math in my head on live stream, so don't quote me.
So, Cena, it depends on what your phone is saying it can handle. Right? Like, we don't have any control over what your device thinks it can handle. It just tells us. Is ChatPad recommended? It can be, but you can also use any USB keyboard if you want. Or you can use the on-screen keyboard if you want. It's totally up to you.
I still kind of find myself, even though I put the ChatPad in, I still kind of find myself going and just using the on-screen keyboard. I'm just kind of doing that. But, I mean, it's cool for being able to do, like, /fill. It's not pulling the tilde very well, though, so I need to go talk to some people about that.
If you're on a server on Xbox One, will you be able to see the chat? It depends. So if you are on a child account and your parents have disabled chat, no, you cannot. Because it's going to go by whatever your parents let you do. Right. If your parents disable multiplayer, you can't play on servers either. If your parents disable chat, you can't see chat. That's just how it works. That's how child settings work.
Why, Helen? Why?
Oh yes, there is an option to lower the render distance. You don't have to have it as high as we have it.
I mean, if you were to lower your render distance, it would probably let more people connect to you, because as the host machine, you pretty much have to render everything for everybody. That's kind of how that works.
Barrier blocks are not in 1.2, but all the blocks that Java has that Bedrock doesn't have is something that everybody's looking at. Look at that!
Oh, it's not doing it.
No.
Computer, why? I thought we fixed that bug.
Is the Illusionist coming with this?
So the Illusionist isn't even in Java.
What's the deal with the Illusionist? What's the story?
This is the story behind the Illusionist. So Jens put the Illusionist out on some snapshots, which is what Java Edition calls their betas, and just to see what how it acted and stuff like that, and then decided that it wasn't that mob wasn't where he would like it to be, so it never went out fully in Java. So until something goes fully out in Java or gets the okay to be released in a full version of the game, just remember that betas and snapshots, they're experimental. It doesn't mean there's a lot of things that have been in betas and snapshots that we've scrapped later because it just didn't work for the game.
It's like half working. It kind of like will move it once, and that's it. So I'll have to look into that as well.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that. Custom
Beta.
capes. Remember that capes are very, very special, and they always have been in the Minecraft franchise. So the ability to make your own capes is not something that you really even are supposed to be doing in Java. It's actually against our commercial use agreement. So yeah, so that's not really something that you do. Is there a special place for reporting beta bugs? Report all beta bugs on bugs.mojang.com, just like you always have, but please, if you're doing the Bedrock beta, please report it in the Pocket Edition form. If you report it in console, we'll think you're talking about the legacy console. USB keyboard work with Switch? That's a good question. I don't know.
It's a great question.
I would
Not sure.
assume so, but I don't know for sure. We'll have to try it. New mobs in the future, absolutely. Suggest them on the feedback site. What is this? So for those of you just joining, we're giving you a sneak peek of the Bedrock beta that is going to be coming to Xbox One as soon as it comes out of cert.
Here's the question from Uber Epic Zach. When the update comes to Xbox, will we be able to transfer Minecraft Pocket Edition worlds to the Xbox One Bedrock Edition? So the easiest way I can think of to do that, there might be other ways, but the way I can think of right now is pretty much uploading one of your worlds from Pocket Edition to a realm, and then downloading that from an Xbox when you own that same realm, because pretty much all those worlds will be playable together since it's all on the same engine, and having the same engine is what enables us to have cross-platform play.
Yeah, there are no item limits on Bedrock.
No.
So there's no limits on item frames or armor stands. Now granted, if you've got a whole bunch of armor stands doing the can, it's going to lag your game. So it's totally up to your hardware and what else you got going on your device.
We haven't even shown stained glass yet.
That's true.
I love one of the beta builds that we've released actually put in the clear hotbar thing. So when you have the hotbar highlighted, you can press X, it will just clear all the items in there while you're in creative mode.
So interestingly about Crazy Craft, we get that a lot. So the guys who make Crazy Craft, they have to decide whether or not they want to take their Crazy Craft mod and make it so that it can be used on Bedrock. That's totally up to them. We can't force them to do that. That would be so mean, right? We can't go to community members and say, hey, you know your mod that you made, you need to make it on Bedrock too. We can't do that. That's super mean.
That's messed up, Helen.
That's messed up. So we can't do that. So it's totally up to the Crazy Crafts folks on whether or not they want to make their mod available to Bedrock. It's not up to us. We have no control over it. It's their mod, not ours. So there you go.
I have no idea.
And that goes for any mod too, right? That's totally up to them. It's not up to us. We can't force community members to make their mods on different versions. That's just really mean and messed up.
But you tell us what to do.
Yes. Actually, for Pixelmon, I don't know if you guys saw this, but actually the Pixelmon dev team actually closed down their product. So it's not even being supported on Java anymore. So there you go. And there's, once again, that's something community members did. So it's totally up to them. Support connected textures.
Oh, for glass. I was actually just thinking about that yesterday. I've seen some mods out there on Java that do it where you would pretty much, instead of having all these seams for each block, it would just be a continuous. Some people have requested that.
You don't have to use this version if you don't want to. You'll still have the Legacy Console Edition that you can play forever if you want. You don't have to use the new version of Minecraft if you don't want to. We give you that choice. It's totally up to you.
I'm doing terrible with the controller right now.
That's okay.
I'm awful.
So voice chat is completely dependent on whether or not that particular console platform supports it. So it's totally up to that. So the one and only Beaver, you would have to get it on PC first.
Can we demo the narrator?
Do we
I
have
don't know.
Do we have narrator on here?
Yeah, because narrator's on Bedrock, so
Should be.
Is it here or is it somewhere
it's
else?
under. I believe it's under audio.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it here.
Interesting. Maybe under
Let's see.
Let's
It would be
game.
under game.
Maybe it's under game.
That's more like the world settings.
Maybe under controls.
Let's quit and go back to the main menu and see if we can find it.
Oh yeah, maybe it's under the main menu.
Let's think good about it. No information on Xbox One X, unfortunately. But if you
Yeah.
guys are looking to score an Xbox One X, I went to the Microsoft Store because Jason recommended that because they don't require any down payment. So you don't have to pay anything yet. You can just go make a pre-order, drop them your info, and then, yeah.
XX Jankolos, whatever ones you want to put on there. It's totally up to you.
No language?
Expert Pixel, sadly we have no information about PS4. Sorry.
Helen, me am no see narrator in Xbox.
Oh, interesting. I will have to ask about it then. I don't know.
We have so many questions all the time.
That's right, we'll have to ask about it. Yes, that's right. You will have two separate games. You'll have Minecraft Xbox One Edition or Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition. And you'll have a new game that's free that'll just say Minecraft. Our mods gonna work like Java version. So once again, Java mods only work on Java Edition, right? Because they're coded for that programming language. So it's totally up to those mod makers on whether or not they want to make their mods work on Bedrock or not. Totally up to them, right? Because there's two different programming languages, two totally different programming languages there. So.
Aerofoil asks, are there amplified or custom flat world generation? There are not, unfortunately, but we have put code in to the game that will respect custom flat worlds. So what you could do as a workaround currently, until we add this functionality to the Bedrock engine, what you could do is make, boot up Minecraft Xbox One Edition or Switch Edition, make a custom world in there with all your different layers, and then save it, go into Minecraft on Bedrock, and then import that world. And that should work pretty well, and then respect your generation as you move out. That's one way to do it.
Yeah, so Furnace Minecarts were agreed by the team in Stockholm that it wasn't needed anymore because of powered rail. So since this is a newer version, they were like, well, we're not going to put that back in.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. There's narrator.
I heard it.
There's narrator. It just is in the Xbox settings. The community shop will work in the same way that the shop works now. Can you use a PlayStation controller if you can get it to work on Windows 10? Sure.
This is kind of everything I do.
Save worlds will transfer smoothly, yes.
Oh, are we ready for this?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't do it. I'm a file bug.
Okay. Will Bedrock be as smooth as console? Well, you guys are watching it right now.
Narrator.
So. Does this version share achievements? No, it doesn't, actually. So you can get more achievements.
More Chivos!
More Chivos!
More Chivos! Wow.
No, there will not be command blocks on PS4 right now because command blocks are only coming to the consoles that are getting the Bedrock edition. So.
What else haven't we shown? Is there anything we haven't shown?
I don't know. Chat. What haven't we shown that you guys want to see?
That you know is in the beta. We can't show the store, unfortunately, because we are on a dev kit right now, so it's not quite connected to Xbox Live in the sense that we need to connect to the store.
Beta is not on disc, unfortunately. Beyond our control, it's a silly technical issue. But of course, you'll get the full version. Of course. Mob spawners. They want to see mob spawners again.
Spawners.
They love the mob spawners.
Ooh, they want to see a ravine and a book
That's
and a quill.
I can actually...
And command blocks.
Okay.
Old version will not get command blocks. Sorry. Maybe mob spawners eventually, but I know that's a bug that's been around for a very long time and it hasn't been fixed yet.
I can actually find a ravine. I booted up. If you guys are familiar with Pocket Edition, Windows 10 Edition, there's the seed picker. We have a seed called Jungle Temple. And if you boot it up in 1.2, it actually has a ravine pretty close to spawn, which is brand new in 1.2. So I'm just going to make a new world there, and I'll go back and show you guys all those features that you just wanted to see.
Yeah. Sadly, you can't get the beta on iOS because, unfortunately, iOS doesn't support open betas. But, yeah, we're showing you guys ravines,
command blocks.
So
Monster
Legacy, So basically, as soon as a console gets the Bedrock version, the old Legacy edition stops updating, because you know that would be super mean to make the Minecraft team have to update 2 versions on the same console. Come on, guys, that would be so crazy mean.
Painful.
That would be so mean.
We already have this big challenge of, now that we have Xbox coming into the mix, that's another platform that we kind of have to have, like, right there, ready to go at the same time as like Pocket Edition and Windows 10 and all those other platforms that we already simultaneously do. So that's kind of adding a whole nother aspect to every single release we do.
So if you have more questions too, you can always, if you're 13 or over, you can go to the Minecraft Discord, which is discord.gg/Minecraft. You can also ask all of these questions as well on the feedback site. You can ask all of these questions as well on the Xbox Club, and the Xbox Club is available to anybody. You can ask them on the Miiverse. We're all over the Miiverse too. So yeah. No, Java won't stop updating. Java is totally separate. It's its own edition. And yeah, so no, of course Java won't stop updating. Why in the world would it?
Heroes Super Gaming totally noticed what I was pointing out just now. Transparent jungle leaves.
Oh
Sweet.
my gosh, are you serious? What? Okay, I gotta go tell somebody. I'll be right back.
I'm sorry, I wrote it in the changelog.
I know you wrote it in the changelog, but I'm now seeing it in person. Okay.
We scared Helen out of the
Too much for me
room.
to handle.
Overload.
Too much excitement for me to handle. My brain just exploded with transparent jungle leaves.
I'll bet she has a meeting she remembered.
Alright, here's a ravine that you guys wanted to see. This one, again, is brand new on Jungle Temple Seed, which is kind of
look at
fun.
that.
There's a tree down here.
I love it.
How does that work?
I love
It's a
it.
tree in a ravine. We still have to have our stream where we make this into some kind of like multiplayer deathmatch map with like platforms and bridges going through the ravine. This is a cool one. This one doesn't have any lava or water though. Usually there's like a lava fall or a waterfall. Alright, next someone wanted to see the monster spawner again, so I'm just going to toss it down. It's in the creative inventory, so you guys just have to find it, grab it, take any spawn egg for pretty much any mob, toss it right in there, a little spinny husk, and hopefully they'll start spawning.
Oops.
It is super bright out, so we'll see. Looks like the jungle leaves on the hotbar aren't transparent. Yeah, I wonder if that's intentional or not. Might have to file a bug. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Bomb, bomb. Yeah, sometimes these things don't work if they're like right in the open. You gotta get it in the dark. Let's go down here. There's a mushroom. Here we go. This is pretty dark.
You will be able to use the keyboard and a mouse on Xbox to play. He was doing it earlier, and it worked fantastically.
It was pretty cool. There we go. Now it's working.
Can you teleport very far out?
Yeah. Let's see.
Pela aqua certificação.
Another thing I want to say, this is not going to be in the beta when you guys get it, but very, very soon. When you use water breathing potion underwater and night vision potion at the same time, it's going to be much easier to see underwater, and I am stupidly excited about that. I got really excited at my desk this morning. I was like, hype overload. Let's see. Actually, let's do a double whammy here. I'm going to grab a command block so you guys can see the command blocks again, and then I'm going to teleport myself super far away using that command block. Chipster asks, how many players in multiplayer by default? On Xbox is going to be 8 by default. Realms will be at least 11, like it is today on Win 10 and stuff, and hopefully we can push that. Can we see super duper graphics right here, right now? Unfortunately not, it is not ready. That will not be part of the Better Together update, but we will be showing it more in the future. Definitely we'll be having a sneak peek before it comes out later this fall. Structure blocks, unfortunately, do not work on Xbox Edition. Currently they only work on Windows 10 for the sole purpose of exporting 3D items, but we are looking to add full structure block functionality eventually.
FAQ. They're asking how to pronounce FAQ.
Yeah, I usually say FAQ, it's also FAQ. Okay, let's see here. I need to do...
He can't use the keyboard and the mouse right now because I have the keyboard and the mouse.
Yes.
And I'm not giving them up.
Trust me though, it works. Spectral Arrow will be there eventually too. That won't be in 1.2, but that will be coming in eventually. Same with barrier blocks, eventually. I will also show maps. Let me do the structure block, teleport, and then I'll show maps. How are we doing on time?
What time?
20 minutes.
2 o'clock.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, structure blocks are not available in the creative inventory, so you have to give yourself one using commands. So you just do this simple command, cheats must be enabled. Command block. There we go. Okay, I've given myself a command block. I'm gonna, pretty much you could go in here, you can toss it down, impulse, chain, and repeat, so the color will change so you know if it's a chain, impulse, or repeat. Block. I'm gonna put this one in the ground.
That's right, Rossi.
Let's see. So I'm going to give it a /TP, and I'm gonna make it teleport me to 10,200, so I'm gonna be like super high up. 299 works, and let's do 5,000. So this is cool. You guys can make like, you know, switches or something that when activated the command block will teleport you to this place. I'm actually gonna make it, I'm gonna make it do @P for the closest player.
Ah, yes.
That will make the most sense. And then we know it's not going to fail on us. Where's the @ symbol at?
How does it feel playing compared to the console edition?
It feels super similar. I know the team is still working really hard on kind of changing up controls a little bit to match the current Xbox One edition more closely, but it feels good. I actually really enjoy playing with the controller now because the team has done so much work already making it work. Please tell me it's coming to Xbox One S. Yeah. Yeah. Will achievements be on Switch? I believe so, because you will use an Xbox One
Rossi.
login. What's Rossi doing?
Rossi says he wants loud keyboard sounds when he's typing. That was a swipe at me.
200, 5,000. So this is going to teleport the nearest player to super far away, effectively. So let's see what happens. I need to get a pressure plate to activate this. I always forget where it is. I'm still getting used to this new recipe book, so I'm just going to search. There we go. Let's see what happens. Huzzah!
Can you build past 256?
No, you cannot.
Yes, that stays the same.
256 is currently the build limit. But now we're super far away. Someone wanted to see maps.
The beta will be released for Xbox One as soon as it gets through certification testing, where it currently still resides.
Gotta make sure it is decent enough. So we got... let's see here. Empty map. Map 1. Maps are cool for like putting on walls and stuff, but it doesn't really show where you are, so we use Locator Map. Locator Map actually has like the icon and stuff. So that's super cool. Carry it around like that, or you can take it, which one do I have? Take it and toss it into your offhand slot, and then you have it up on the screen. And yes, we know there are no coordinates on it. That's something we're still discussing on how we're going to work. Our shaders coming to the beta on Xbox. Unfortunately not. Those will be in a later update after Better Together. That'll be our super duper graphics update later this fall. And we'll have a lot more information to come then. Is the split screen still 4 people? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And for offhand, currently it only has maps, arrows, and totem of undying. Those are the only 3.
Right.
No debug mode, unfortunately. Bambo Boy, if you want to get into the beta, we will toss the link into the chat on... and just don't both mix
What? Huh?
FAQ for...
You mean this?
Yeah, that. Click the link. Yeah, that's how you get in. Long story short, you will have to do, what do you call it? Sign up for the Xbox Insider Hub app.
Exactly.
On your Xbox and own the digital version.
The digital version, yes. Unfortunately, if you have the disc version, you will not be able to do it.
All the marketplace stuff will be on Xbox that we have mentioned before.
No say. Claro que sí.
There's too much going on in chat. I can't read everything.
Oh, coxinha. There it is.
Is there a way to make a locator map on survival? Yes, I believe so. It should just be adding a compass to a regular map. I know there were some bugs in the beta about that recipe not appearing on the recipe book, but it should be back now. That's actually something we haven't really shown. Let's go boot up a survival.
All right.
MCPE has shaders already. Will those work on Xbox? Unknown. It's a different graphics system, so I'm not sure.
The facts of life. That's right.
Technically, the game already has shaders because shaders just tell the graphics processing unit what to render. So technically every game has it. Slash set max players to 30, try and set it to 100. It actually will not give you, it will pretty much say invalid syntax, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if your barrier blocks will transfer because you probably got them illegitimately, so we can't really support that, unfortunately. Can't tell you what will happen. Okay, I'm just going to boot up the survival game. Let's see what happens. Woo! Too many things going on in chat. Also, no, I have not played the Bedrock Switch version.
I don't think any new achievements have been added, right?
I've seen some stuff, but we're not ready to talk about them yet.
Yeah, so it's not in there yet, right? Yeah.
Helen, where are you? Helen got brain overload from the amazingness that is transparent jungle leaves and had to drop out.
That's right.
I'm just playing flat out survival mode right now. Alright. So now in the recipe book you guys can actually see, hey, look, I can craft planks using these, which is super nice. You can also press A to craft 1 or craft X. There's a difference between craft all and craft all for the X and Y buttons. They actually changed it in the next beta build, so that's not going to be in the current one, but it'll be in the next one. They fix it because one's like craft a full stack and the other's just craft all using the available materials. I usually just do press A because I have a lot more control over it.
Helen, I believe, went to a meeting, and Aubrey is currently in Stockholm. So she's probably asleep right now.
Could be. Wow, there's so much stuff going on here.
I know, it's moving very fast, and it's hard to keep track.
If you guys want to hear more about mods, check out the link that Corey is going to drop into the chat regarding Better Together, frequently asked questions. Okay, I have made a crafting table. Now we can craft more stuff. There's a little craftable toggle switch, so you can actually make it show way more items, so you can kind of look forward to what you can craft. I kind of like to leave it on just to be like, this is what's craftable.
Can you make a button to turn off the recipe book?
On console, no. However, in the next beta build, we will have a button you can press to toggle it if you're using Windows 10 keyboard and mouse and classic UI is enabled. You'll be able to kind of close it.
Uh-oh, TARDIS is no longer a banana.
You're now a cucumber? Alright. When will be the update, and what about Xbox Insider app? So download the Xbox Insider Hub app. Again, check out that link that Corey just posted in the chat regarding the Better Together beta. It tells you exactly step-by-step how to join the beta, which hopefully will be available as early as tomorrow, but don't quote us on that because currently we're certification. We could potentially fail certification. Woo!
In which case, Gartsky and I and Helen will go down to the Xbox testers and go, why?
I'm very curious about the operator one. Will that be beneficial on a very large realm? Will they be able to help me manage it as far as inviting and removing players? I don't believe so. I think it's still down to just the realm's owner. We do have a lot of realms improvements coming in 1.2, but we haven't quite talked about those yet. We will do that. I actually don't know how to zoom out maps. I'm terrible with maps. I know you can zoom them out. That is something that happens. For now, we just have this one map. I think we need an anvil to do that. This is our starting map that we got here in survival. And we have sticks. Buttons. Using the crafting table. Press A. It's so cool. Like, I wasn't a big fan of the recipe book at first, right? I was like, recipe book's kind of confusing and weird, and it's gotten a lot more improvements, plus the more you use it, the better you do.
Rubbery Ducky, you will not have to sign up for it. If you already have the Xbox Insider app on your Xbox, as soon as it passes cert and it goes live, it will show up there.
Yep, you will go into the Insider Hub app, and it will say Minecraft, and you can say Join Beta, assuming you own the digital version of the game.
Eu também, Mateus.
Yes, so there are 3 servers in PvP, Mineplex, and Lifeboat that are currently in the beta. CubeCraft will also be coming for the 1.2 release. We are also looking to add more server partners, but no information at this time. Stormy Rat, I have no idea what Xbox support site is talking about. I'll have to look into that. I've never heard of that. What if you own the digital but don't own the digital but the disc? Unfortunately, you will not be able to get into the beta. It is out of our control for technical reasons. Super bummer, but once the full version goes live later this summer, you will still be able to get the update for free. It will just pop right in there.
Google Play already has the beta, and if you search for Minecraft beta in Google Play, you should find it.
Or if you're on Windows 10, you should be able to also find in the Windows Insider, I think it's still called the Xbox Insider Hub app, but it's on Windows 10. So
it will not be there in your Xbox Insider app until it comes out of cert and is released. That's why it's not showing up yet, because it's still in certification.
Should be good. Would shaders work at the same time as, let's say, the natural texture pack? Absolutely. You will be able to have fancy shadows and lighting and stuff with a multitude of texture packs. I'm excited just to see, vanilla Minecraft with the new, lighting and shadows and things, but then also going into like plastic and natural. Skyrim, I think Skyrim's going to look really cool with the graphics, but also the Super Duper graphics pack itself. I would. Super Duper graphics pack is going to be pretty sweet as well.
Oh, I can't wait.
Another fun feature that's kind of made its way into this version that I didn't know about until this morning was if you have, let's say the Skyrim mashup pack, it will actually change the HUD, and it will actually change the whole menu, buttons, background, and all that stuff. And I had asked the producer in charge of that. I was like, "Did this get into the game?" They're like, "Yeah, we actually had time, so we put it in there." And I'm like, "Yes,
sweet."
So you guys might have already noticed that it kind of slipped under the radar, but it totally works. Super cool. Shields are not in yet. We don't know when shields will be added. Side note: there's a bunny.
Hello, Frosty Ice Cube. We are showing off some of the Xbox One beta on our dev kit. It's not released yet. It's still in certification.
One thing you guys will notice is all the these little tool tips that pop up whenever you highlight stuff. I think our camera's right over where those stuff on the right is. But you guys can see like the X and Y for crafting, and then all that stuff. When you switch between recipe book, all those buttons change. If you're not a fan of those, you can actually just go straight into the settings under, I believe it's under video, and you can turn off. You can turn off the autosave icon if you want. You can hide your hand, hide the paper doll that pops up in the top left corner, and where's that one? It's somewhere around here. I think it's, no, maybe it's under profile. There it is, under controller, hide controller hints. And that kind of just clears up your HUD, makes everything look nice and sweet. I think they're on by default, so you guys can just go in and turn those off, customize it, make it your own. Command blocks.
Sheep, you need to go to the Google Play Store to find it for your Android phone.
And we did already show command blocks a couple of times, but command blocks are in there. They work exactly as they do in Pocket Edition and Windows 10 Edition. So they're in there. Let's see.
What am
I looking for?
That's a very long question, Mateus.
Uber Epic Zach says, Super Duper Graphics Pack is a paid texture pack, right? So there's going to be a free portion of graphical updates, which will be like 4K, a whole bunch of other cool things like shadows and lighting stuff. There will be a free update. There will also be a paid graphics update that will include like all new textures and models and some other extra stuff. More to come, but there will be a free update and a paid update. Like most things, we haven't decided on a final price, but most of our content really isn't that expensive. So don't freak out too much. Plutonium mode, you guys were asking what this is. This is an experimental mode we added to the beta version. Pretty much it's different chunk generation and rendering. This actually helps a lot of lower end mobile devices mostly increase their frame rate and increase their chunk rendering. It's something that we kind of have a toggle for, so you guys can experiment and see if it works. And so far, it's been helping a lot of users who are getting really low frame rate. So this is nice to have. Have you guys seen IBX Toy Cat's Bed Wars video? I haven't. I should go check that out. Always like that. Again, guys, no price and no date for any of these stuff yet for graphics. There's tons of Android phones with 4K. Will it support 4K? That's a great question. I do not know. Are the servers up and running now, and can you play on them? They are for Windows 10 and Android, but they are not yet for Xbox. It's going to take a little bit of extra work to get them on Xbox, but they will be in the beta, yes. Can you get Sphax texture pack? Yes, you can actually get Pure BD Craft from the marketplace, and it should be available on Xbox One soon in the marketplace. Will you be able to turn on and off, classic crafting? It's a bit different here on console. As far as I know, it's currently just this screen. But I mean, again, it's kind of a mix of recipe book, where you can select recipes over here, or you can just go in and do, manual crafting yourself by dropping and moving items. If you're using desktop with Classic Craft or Classic UI on, you can actually toggle the recipe book. One little trick I like to point out, though, is if you press the left stick, it will actually jump between the recipe book and the inventory. So that's a nice little shortcut there. It's getting dark and it's in survival. We should probably switch back to our creative.
Before we get eaten.
Yeah. If you have Win 10, will you be able to get Xbox Beta or no? You still have to own Xbox One Edition. It's not a Play Anywhere title, unfortunately. Let's jump back into Jungle Temple. What happens to render distance and split screen? It looked like it kind of goes down a little bit, but I'm not positive. Not positive. Custom skins are something we want to bring to console, but unfortunately we do not have any information at this time. Team is working hard on it.
Non fala isso para o cinema,
Time, set, day. I love using that chat pad. Makes it so easy. Also, no information on new combat, unfortunately. Will I still be able to upload custom worlds in Windows 10? If that's something you can do now, yeah. Yes, you can make maps bigger. You can zoom them using the anvil. Can I pass my PS4 worlds for Xbox One? I don't think there's going to be a transfer between the two, unfortunately. More to come, though. Stay tuned. Is Console Edition going to get free gold like MCPE? Unfortunately not. Console Edition will require Xbox Live Gold. That is a platform requirement that we have no way of getting around. There are no shields. I'm going to block the word shields on the chat. That would be mean. I'm not going to do that.
Can you imagine? We like half of our comments would be struck out.
Command blocks are in there, yeah. 4-player split screen is in there, absolutely. First player as a controller, then mouse as second player? Not sure. You'll have to give it a shot. We can't explain everything, you guys. Otherwise, you know, we want you to discover a little bit too.
Yes.
Let's see. Or you can put the map with 8 paper in the crafting table. Makes sense. Can we do that on here? Again, I'm terrible with maps. I like never use maps, so this is But I feel like they would know. They would know for sure. Alright, let's take our we already have like a bajillion maps. Let's get some paper here.
Eu vi alguns vídeos dele hoje.
Alright, get this block in the thing. Yeah. Okay, let's get this down. So if we take, let's take our, let's take this one. Stick it in the middle. Yes, you can still paint. Hey, there we go, look. So let's see, level, that one's 0 out of 4, so then yeah, you can do 1 out of 4. Nice. Haha. Except the marker's not appearing. I know there is some weird marker things going on that are going to be fixed in one of the future builds. Fill in the map. Look at all that beautiful terrain. So many questions. I can't keep up, Corey.
I know.
How are we?
I'm trying.
We got 2 more minutes.
Sorry guys. I'm ignoring the English ones because they got that handled. I'm trying to answer the Spanish, the French, the.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Chipster. What do you mean exactly by instant maps? Again, I am terrible at maps. I know they've been in the game forever, but I am awful. Unlimited worlds will be in Realms. Technically, the platform on Xbox still has file size limitations, so that isn't entirely possible, but the worlds are much bigger. Trust me, they're much bigger. Combat update, no information on that. How many players can play online? Currently defaults to 8, but potentially up to 30 if you use the command. Will the user experience of Windows 10 Edition change to match this? Yes, it already has in the beta. You will be able to toggle that recipe book on and off, though, on Windows 10. You have to do Explore for them to render. Yes, you do. Oh man, there's so many questions. Can I use skins I got now in the Xbox beta? I believe so. Again, in beta, not everything is going to work as intended, so some of your purchases from Xbox One Edition aren't going to transfer over to the beta yet, but the team is hard at work on making that work for the final release. Will this enable cross-play between Windows 10 and Xbox One? Yes, as well as Android for the beta. Is the beta insert an older build? So we booted it up right now. It says 1.2.0.22. The beta that was submitted was 0.20, so it's pretty similar to this. It should match Android though. Even though it's a different version number, it should be crossplay between the two. And from now on, we have to make sure that we're releasing those in sync. Whew! Will there be new achievements? Yes. Vertical slabs, unfortunately, no information on those. Will there be more mashup packs? Absolutely. The beta is not on Xbox Insider. Not yet. As early as tomorrow, but don't hold your breath because it might not be tomorrow. How will console get shaders? Console will get shaders later this fall in an official update. Can you place blocks in a long line and it keeps up with the controller? I want to say we did fix that. I think it's going pretty well. Let's try it. All these grass blocks are throwing me off. Let's go to the desert. I want to say we matched the placing speed with the walking speed. Yes. Yes, it does. That made me happy when that came out.
It's up to 30, right?
Potentially.
Okay.
Could lag. Do you gotta pay for servers? That's a great question. So servers will be free to play, but they will have certain things, like you can buy consumables or different things on those servers. It depends on the server itself, though. But they will be free to play at least. How come Windows 10 Edition has a recipe book toggle and not this version? Good question. We're still in beta. You never know what will change. Personally, I would also like to see a recipe book toggle on console. Have you pick block set up? I think I do. Yeah. It's not on by default, Chipster, but I set mine to the D-pad, down on the D-pad, so you can just go up and do that.
It's all broke because you left, Beacon.
Can we own our own server? Not to start with. Right now we're working directly with our server partners, but if you do have a server already, definitely look into joining the Minecraft Partner Program. Wow, okay. Hardcore mode will come eventually. Custom skins will come eventually. Do I need gold to play LAN? That's a great question. I don't have the answer to that, unfortunately.
I don't know either.
Xbox One does require gold for Xbox Live Play, though.
Right.
Shaders. Some of the shaders will be free. Some of it will be a paid update. More to come in the coming months. Let's see. Yeah, Flame Beacon, there's way too much going on.
It's been cuckoo.
It's been crazy today. But unfortunately, there is no more time. I'm getting tired. No more time in the stream today. But we will be back tomorrow with our Wii U Wednesdays live stream. And maybe the beta will be out tomorrow. We'll see. Keep an eye on the Xbox Insider Hub app on your Xbox. And we'll see what happens. It's currently in certification, so hopefully soon.
Alright.
Hopefully soon. So Shaders is or is not Super Duper Graphics Pack. It's a mix of both. There's a free update and a paid update. More to come soon. Trust us, more to come. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be everything you guys want.
Is it going to be awesome or is it going to be wasome?
You can get both. For those who are asking what shaders are, it's things like shadows, really cool lighting effects. So think of this cactus block here casting a little shadow, or me turning around being able to see my shadow here. It's super awesome. Check out Minecraft.net, Super Duper Graphics Pack. There's a really cool video about it. So that will be coming later this fall. We'll be showing that definitely after we ship this update. All hands are pretty much on deck for Better Together, and then jumping straight into wrapping up on Super Duper Graphics Pack. So
can't wait.
And thank you guys so much for joining. A lot of really great questions today. HUD size toggle is definitely in there. We've run out of time to show it, but it's definitely in there. So yeah, that's all we got for today, guys. And please keep an eye out for the beta. It should be coming very soon. We're working really hard to get it out. We want it as much as you. So thanks, guys.
That's right.
Well, with that, we'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific, for our Minecraft Wii U Wednesday live stream. So until then, we'll see you guys. And
don't forget, there's a stream tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock Pacific time.
Yes, thank
from
you.
Stockholm, talking about Minecon Earth.
Yep.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. That will be here on these channels, so definitely stay tuned.
Ciao.
See you guys tomorrow.